Okay, I think we're live. One of the challenges of high tech is getting everything right. And as I was clicking buttons, I accidentally clicked the wrong thing and it went full screen and wiped out everything. But we're finally here. And welcome. Hope you're doing well. The energy for the past, well, it's been crazy for a long time, but it just seems to be getting stronger and stronger. I even had a friend said, I think I'm getting a bunch of downloads. And if you've been getting downloads, yeah, that's a lot going on. If you've needed a lot of extra rest, that's all part of the energy shifts that are going on right now. And so it kind of, in fact, I was just listening to someone earlier and she was saying she felt like she had ADD today. That's kind of how it's been lately. It's like, it's just been kind of crazy. So you're not crazy if you've been feeling that. Of course, if you've been feeling normal, then wow, look at you. Some of us as empaths, we're just super sensitive and we feel everything. We feel all the changes. And then I have to sort of go within and is this me? Something else? No, it's not me. Okay, it's the energy coming in. Okay, I can live with it once I know what it is. So it's important, just tune into the energy. You just do that by intention. And so I've mentioned before, I'm putting together a program that I'm going to be giving away for free. It's going to be called Own for Success. I've got the website up. I have to add the images now. So I'm working on the images. And then I will put together an announcement where I want to do it live the first time. So if you want to be part of the live version, just let me know. And then it'll be evergreen and free. And well, it'll be evergreen, but some parts of it I'll still do live because people will have questions. And there'll be a Facebook group where you can ask questions because as you go through the process, it's about a 3-month process. 2.5, 4 and 6, 7. It's about 7 weeks. So, well, no, it's 6 weeks. And 4 weeks is 11. It's about 12 weeks. A little bad math part the first time. It's about 12 weeks, which, yeah, that's several months. And I'm also working on the next summit, which will be the last week of September. So get ready for that. It's always international speakers. And the audience, of course, is also international, but most of you are in the US, about 60% are in the US and about 30% in Canada. So most of the people are Northern California. I'm still out of it in North America. Yeah. Hey, I'm all right. Nothing wrong with me. Don't know where I am. Don't know how to do it. Okay. So let's do a meditation. And what I said for today was, what did I say? I said 5 elements, initiations, and chakras. So as you know, or maybe you don't know if you're new, but I'm really big on the 5 elements. And the 5 elements are actually the first 5 chakras. And chakras 6 and 7 are special. And there are 7 initiations, not just like there's 7 chakras. And in my programs, I always only taught the first 4, and then I taught the first. I didn't teach the 5th one, and now I'm going to teach all 7. And that's because in Western culture, they took aether away from us. Scientists did. They said, oh, aether doesn't exist. It's a joke. Just ignore that. But in the East, in India and China and all over the Far East, they never got rid of that fifth element. And I believe that's why so many people, I think probably starting in around the 50s, depending on how old you were, people started traveling to Asia to bring back things like meditation and yoga, which is now really big, and Tai Chi and Qigong and all these different practices. In the 70s, they brought back acupuncture into the United States. Before that, the only people doing acupuncturists were people from Asia in the US, and then schools started popping up. Now you have, I think over 30 states now have at least a school and a board of acupuncture. There are still some states that have very few acupuncturists, but it's now a really well-known healing modality. It's very, very easy to do, to get a treatment. It's not like, you go and get a shot and it hurts. I know it uses needles, but you really don't feel the needles. Now, fibromyalgia patients do feel the needles, so I use a laser pen on them. But you can use acupressure on yourself. But it's almost like a spa treatment because it's so relaxing, and it's very good for treating almost everything. Obviously, it's not my first choice. If there's an emergency, call 911. And Western medicine's really, really good at emergencies, broken bones, accidents, things like that. But for just general healthcare, preventing illness, it's really great for preventing illness. And that's because they never got rid of that fifth element. And that fifth element is actually here at our throat chakra is the fifth element. So the first four are the first, second, third, and fourth being, of course, the heart. And so then you add 6 and 7. So 5, 6, and 7 are spirit levels. So by taking away aether, they actually laid the groundwork for getting rid of God in our consciousness. So today in the United States, I saw some statistics recently. It said that there's now less than 50% of the people in the United States who are Christians anymore or who believe in God. And that's because they took away aether. But scientists have now physicists have now proven that aether exists. And what is aether? Some people define it as space. Some people define it as spirit or soul. But if you were to take the 4 elements and put them in the 4 directions and put aether in the middle, that's how I like to visualize it. A lot of times in Chinese medicine and acupuncture, they'll put earth in the middle with the 4 directions, and that's misleading. What you want to do is put aether in the middle, because aether holds everything. It holds the space, and it shows the connectedness between everything. So it shows how we're all one, how we're all connected, because it's in the middle. It's the structure, it's the basis. Space is not empty, contrary to popular belief. Space is not empty. Space is aether, and it's everywhere. It's in each we call it molecules, in each atom. It's between the atoms, between the molecules. It's everywhere. It's what we're constructed of. That's aether. So you can't say it doesn't exist. It's here. And that's how we communicate. When you're telepathically communicating with someone that's far away, it's through that aether and aether channels. Just like the body has various channels. Some people call them meridians, but the problem with meridians is it's a misdefinition, and there's more than just what we think of as a meridian, which is why I like the word channel. The Mandarin word, when translated, literally means vessels. Some books will say vessels and some will say channels. but a lot of people call them meridians, but that's what we're talking about. And so some follow the blood vessels, some follow the nervous system, some follow the lymphatic system, some follow what are known as embryonic folds. So when the body was first developing as an embryo in the womb, it actually folds and does all kinds of different gyrations. And those folds are some of the internal channels that we have in our body. So we'll do a meditation tonight, and the intention will be to balance our chakras, but to bring in whatever initiations we need at that level. So everybody's chakra, all 7, may not be in balance. And we may have overdeveloped some and neglected others. And so what we'll do tonight is we'll balance them all and make sure that they all have gone through all of the initiations needed for that particular, because all of the initiations, you go through all of them everywhere. So if you're missing one or low on one, we're going to ask that it come into you, and it'll be different for everybody because everybody's different. And if you have an initiation that needs work and you go through it, it's a spiral. So you go through the initiations over and over again. It's not just, oh, I did that, I'm done. No, you get to do it over and over. It's like a spiral. And every time you go through one, any lower initiations you have to go through again, because you now have a newer awareness. So we'll do a meditation today. We'll bring in some source energy and to guide us, and to we'll just ask, our intention is to ask that we be shown each chakra, what does that chakra need and what initiations do we need to focus on. Okay, so as you know, I use binaural beats. And I'll remember to share sound. I didn't share sound a couple of weeks ago. And so if you have a headset, works best with a headset. Or if you have stereo speakers, put them on either side of you so you have a different sound coming into each ear. And as always, you can lay, walk, stand, or sit. If you're laying down, support your back and your neck. And don't do it if you're tired, because you'll just fall asleep. And if you want to walk, make sure it's a safe space. You're not going to bump into anything. And you do it slowly and purposefully. Or you can hold a yoga pose, or however if you want to sit in lotus, whatever works for you, that's fine. Or you can stand. If you're standing, I suggest you look at a plant if you're indoors, or a picture of a plant, worst case, or out the window. If you have a nice green flora outside to look at. And then if you're sitting, sit with your back straight. And however you are, you want to pull your shoulder blades, the scapula back here, you want to pull them together and down. And what that does is it opens up your heart chakra. And you can do that no matter what your pose. And you want your spine straight, especially when you're sitting and standing and walking and laying down. The advantage of laying down is your spine gets straight. It does have a curve, but with the curve, it should be not wavy. It should be like this, but with the curves, with the natural curves. So it'll be curvy this way, but the body will be straight. Hope that makes sense. Feet flat on the floor. And just take several slow, deep belly breaths. Just deep, deep, deep into the belly. Filling you up completely. Pausing for just a second. And exhaling. And then pausing again. And just letting go of all of your concerns, all of your worries. They'll be there when you're through. And I'm going to go ahead and start sharing. Okay, you should now be relaxed. And just allow yourself to relax your whole body, starting with your toes and fingers and working your way up, grounding yourself deep within the earth, asking her to give us her beautiful yin energy and filling our body up as it relaxes with that beautiful yin energy. And we ask Father Sun to send down his yang energy. And the yang energy comes down, and the yin and the yang are balanced by our heart. It sends out that balanced, centered energy to every cell of our body. And as we relax more and more, you can feel the tingling all through your body. And just allow that energy to flow up and down, back and forth, front to back, side to side, in and out, relaxing you, healing you, comforting you, and energizing you. And now connect to the divine source. You can connect through your heart or through your crown chakra or both, whatever works best for you. And first we're going to ask to be shown our first chakra, which is red, the first initiation of discernment. What is it that needs to be healed for you regarding your first chakra and the initiation of discernment? Is it physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual, or some combination? And now we go to the second chakra, which tends to be orange. The first chakra was red. This one we usually see as orange. That's your sacral center. And it's the center of unconditional love. What is it we need to learn at this level? Physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. We ask the divine to show us, or tell us, or let us feel what it is we need to know at this time. We move to the third chakra, which is yellow, and the third initiation of death of the ego. You may have already experienced this more than once. It happens multiple times in our lives, and it may go on for hours or days or weeks or even a whole month before it clears. So ask Source to show you, tell you, feel you, what is it you need at this level for your physical, emotional, mental, and soul levels of your third chakra. Now we go to the fourth chakra, the heart, which we usually see as green. This is the initiation of Dweller on the Threshold. This is when we understand that all that is was created by Source, the light and the dark, the good and the bad. And at some point we're able to let go of the notion of good or bad. It's when we understand universal law and begin to work within that framework. It is at this level that we sometimes begin our walk on the wheel of Dharma, a Buddhist term that means we release some of our free will, so that we can bring peace to humanity. And at this level, we walk in peace, letting go of judgment, letting go of criticism. This is above the heart and at the heart. So compassion and love, letting go of fear. So we ask Source to show us what we need, or to tell us what we need at this level, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. heart chakra element is fire. It is the energy that pumps our blood, that gives us life. So think about your emotions and the fire element. Do you need any help in this area? And if so, just ask Source to show you what will best serve you. As you start to understand the dweller on the threshold. If we are light, we must step into the dark to bring light to the dark. There is no light without the dark. And now we go to the fifth chakra. It's a bright blue at the throat. This is our spirit level. This is the level of aether, the fifth element, the one that holds it all together, that gives us space. It is aether that brings in the higher levels of spirit and soul to the heart, and the heart which combines it with the lower level energies so that we may speak our truth from a place of love and compassion. We ask the divine source to show us or tell us what we need to know at this level so that we may heal physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or at any level at the fifth chakra. Now we go to the sixth chakra, or Ajna center, between and about an inch above the eyebrows, but inside the head. It is usually an indigo color. This is the level of the monad. We all have this level, though some are not familiar with it. Everything, every planet, every structure, all have a monad. It is from this source that we generate ourselves. So we ask Divine Source to bring into us, to show us and tell us whatever we need to develop at this level, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Is your third eye open? If not, why not? It doesn't have to be. If it's open too much, it can actually make you sick. But it should be open enough for you to begin to have lucid dreaming and visions when you meditate. And now we go to the seventh chakra at the crown of the top of your head. The color is purple. This is our logos. Everything also has a logos. Planets, the stars, the solar system. And it's through the logos that we are one with Divine Source. Feel the energy through this center and ask Source to show or tell us or let us feel whatever it is we need to know at this level for our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. Now, by our intention, we balance, align, and harmonize all 7 major chakras. They're now filled with balanced yin and yang energy and Divine Source energy at all levels within each center, all in alignment, all balanced. And now just allow any more information from Source that you will need or find helpful for your own personal development and growth. Yeah. And now we're going to slowly begin our journey back. Come back very slowly because you don't want to get a headache, which is what happens if you come back too quick. Just slowly start wiggling your toes and your fingers. And if you have your journal handy, write down any insights that you got. Let me stop the music. Where are you on your journey at each chakra level and with each initiation? And what information came through for you? And if you need to ground, just have a little water. But journaling is important. It helps you to remember and to capture any information that you got. And if you forgot, you can always just close your eyes and go back and say, what was it for chakra 3 or whatever it is? And just go back. And hopefully you didn't hear that text message coming through. Sorry, I should have muted my phone. So hope you had a great meditation. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. And for some of us in the United States, I guess it's a long weekend. To me, every day is no different. So even though Monday's Memorial Day, for me, it's just another day. I don't really have days off. So be blessed, be well, and remember to be the light you want to see in the world.